Hello, Ms. Fortui. I'll be doing the interview today with my little brother. I did the course, and since I already did the coil, so already went to Barcelona. I'll be changing some things in the interview. I just had a quick look at the rubric, and it basically said I had to mention my expectations. So what I'll be doing is mention the expectations I had beforehand and how this met in real life. I'll do the same for the course. So since it's not going to be a conversation back and forward, I'll mainly focus on my little brother. I gave him some questions and he'll focus on me, Okay, so Casper, let's start.
What were your expectations before going to Barcelona?
Yeah, my expectations for Barcelona were basically met because I already been to Barcelona a couple of times. Actually, in the past 4 years, I've been to Barcelona like 6 times, and then excluding the coil trip with school. I expected it to be a lot less freedom than we had as a group, especially with my classmates. We had a lot of time to experience Barcelona, go to trips, and I expected it to be less fun, more school-ish. So it was quite fun to actually experience and meet some of my students and also teachers in a less of a formal setting as we have at school.
Yeah, so would you say your expectations were met or not?
Yeah, they were definitely met in the sense of my expectations of good or bad. So everything I expected to be good was good, and everything that I expected to be less good or bad were actually not met, and it was more fun. So it was quite good.
I would expect you had a lot of experience. Which one would you think was the most impactful when you were there?
I think the most impactful thing was Sagrada de Familia, the big church. Even though I've been to Barcelona quite a lot of times, I've actually never been inside.
Oh.
I've seen it from the outside. I've never been inside, so it was very nice, and especially with the tour guide. We had a tour guide who took us all around the church and gave us some insights, and just the whole story behind the church was interesting to hear from someone who knows a lot about it, like a historian in that sense.
Yeah, I understand that. How do you think it helped you personally develop? And can you give an example of that?
My personal development definitely helped, even though I've quite an international background, and Barcelona itself didn't make an impact based on what the COIL should have done for most students, since my background. However, my personal development did change or improve because of the way I interacted with students and staff based on a less professional setting. I met some new friends, made some new friends, and created some lasting bonds with my fellow students. So that was very nice.
Okay. And on the other side, how was your professional development? Do you think it also helped there?
Yeah, we were barely put into any professional setting. We went to some business visits. We went to a restaurant, and where also the Dutch municipality or like the embassy people of Barcelona also were, and there was a little switch between semi-holiday and professional setting, and I think it was also interesting to see how to mix a professional sense and holiday view, because you're still on a school trip even though you're in a different country and having fun. So you could let go a little bit of yourself, but still focus on the main.
And out of both of those, which one do you think you liked the most on the trip?
Definitely the personal development. I feel like, especially the friends I made, and not necessarily the friends I made because I already knew them, but the more personal bond we created.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm actually planning with some of the boys who were on the trip to do another trip. That's cool. It's quite fun.
Okay, so moving on, you chose a course.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you choose this course, and what were your expectations for the course?
I chose a course based on professional development,
Mm-hmm.
and especially I forgot the word by now because it's been quite a bit ago, but yeah, it was mainly focused on being a leader for people with um, diversity. So for
Mm.
me, it was especially choosing the course, and now actually doing it while I'm doing my internship. It was quite interesting to see because it puts me in the same role as, or teaches me the role I'm doing in my internship now.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah.
For your course, your expectations were met. I would say, or not.
Yeah, definitely met. My expectations were, it took quite a bit. It said 8 hours, but yeah, the study material is quite a bit, so it took me a little bit longer than expected. But it was actually, it even on a short term, it already brought me so, or like I could recognize why it would be useful. So
Mm-hmm.
it's overpassed my expectations.
And you talked about learning to lead some people with diversities. What do you think you learned? What is one of the main things you learned about that?
Well, it wasn't necessarily. It was all theoretical, so
Okay.
it wasn't. Still, the practical side of it, I still have to implement it. It's a different way, but I definitely learned how to look at it and look at people, how to manage them, how to talked a lot about how to diversify your team and generate a bigger team, and it was very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And talking about your course, do you think it helped your personal development? Can you give an example if it does?
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I didn't really. It was the course itself was mainly focused on a professional level. Like it
Mm-hmm.
will have an impact on my personal life, but it's too soon to tell. I
Yeah.
do think my it contributes to my personal development, but not necessarily, I think.
And then from looking at it on a professional development side,
Definitely, yeah.
definitely.
Just the way to, um, especially in a managing role, how to deal with a diverse team, how to grow a diverse team, how to especially maintain a diverse team was very was mentioned in the course. That was very interesting.
So you do think this course is something that's going to help you in the future with your
Definitely,
business?
yeah.
That's very cool. I'm out of questions.
Okay. So thank you very much for your time. I hope this is okay. If I don't pass, I have to stop my internship. So no, thank you very much.